In the suffocating humidity of an Alabama summer 2025, Jedediah Rivers felt the weight of a life unlived. He sat on the splintered porch of his rundown house, the air thick and heavy with the scent of pine and decay. The rising sun painted the horizon in hues of orange and pink, a beautiful sight that brought him no comfort. Another sunrise, another ghost to fight. What's the point anymore? The demons of his past were his only constant companions, whispering regrets into the morning quiet. Then a stranger appeared, not in a flash of divine light or with the roar of a chariot, but with the quiet, rhythmic crunch of gravel underfoot. The figure walked down the dusty, sun-baked road, robed in simple, unassuming cloth, and stopped just before Jed's dilapidated property. The world seemed to hold its breath. Great, another preacher trying to sell salvation. I've got nothing left to save. Jed's cynicism was a shield he had worn for so long it felt like a second skin. Jedediah lifted his head, his face a hardened mask of deep-seated anger and bottomless despair. He squinted at the silhouetted figure standing against the morning light. The words clawed their way up from a place of pure, primal agony. "Son of man, why have you come to torment me?" The words just fell out. The same words I've screamed into my pillow 100 times. Why him? Why now? The question hung in the humid air, more a plea than a challenge. The stranger met Jed's tormented gaze not with judgment or pity, but with an unnerving calm and a profound, disarming compassion. His voice was gentle, yet it carried an authority that cut through the morning haze and Jed's own inner turmoil. "I haven't come to torment you, Jedediah. I've come because you called." He knows my name. How in the hell does he know my name? This has to be a trick. A tremor of fear, mixed with something else he couldn't name, ran through him. As the stranger spoke, dreamlike flashes assaulted Jed's mind. The blur of a car crash, the sterile white of a hospital room, the cold finality of a gravesite, the bitter taste of whiskey burning his throat. "The torment you feel," the stranger continued, his voice a soothing balm on Jed's raw wounds. "It is the echo of a love you think you've lost." He sees it. He sees all of it. The shame, the regret, and there's no judgment in his eyes. Just sorrow for me. The wall Jed had built around his heart began to crumble, brick by painful brick. A single hot tear traced a clean path through the grime on Jedediah's weathered cheek. It was a foreign sensation, a drop of salt water in a desert of numbness. He looked down at his own calloused, trembling hands, seeing them for the first time not as instruments of failure, but simply as his own. Maybe I wasn't calling for an end. Maybe I was calling for a beginning. It wasn't a flood of relief, but a single fragile drop of hope in a vast, arid landscape of despair. The stranger offered a gentle, knowing smile. Without another word, he turned and began walking away, his form slowly dissolving into the heat shimmering off the asphalt road until he was gone. No miracles had been performed, no grand pronouncements made. But as Jedediah Rivers sat there on his porch, the heavy air felt a little lighter. The torment had not vanished, but for the first time in years it was no longer the only thing he could feel. The sun was a little warmer now, the world a little brighter.